Hail and well met from the Grand Hall of Lore and Legend. I am the Lore Knight, here to recount the tales of the latest adventures from Chapter 3 of the Skeleton Crew. But before we delve into that, let us speak of legends and lore. The tale of Crimson Jack. A rogue, a scoundrel, a pirate with a red beard. But now this legend has been reborn in the flesh of one Jod Nanawood, played by the Honorable Jude Law. I'm actually shocked that I like Skeleton Crew as much as I do. I was watching episode 3 and it was so fun. It was just fun Star Wars. That episode, I just thoroughly enjoyed that. Watching Jude Law as Jordan Norwood go through and do his secret mission, use the Force multiple times. Look, Jordan Norwood, there's a lot more to this character, of course, than we know now. In this episode, we see Jod, or should I say Crimson Jack, in all his complexity. Escaping from the clutches of pirates, he uses what seems to be the Force, or some trickery akin to the Sorcerer's spell. He's very skilled at using the Force, which kind of cements the theory that he was indeed a Padawan during the Clone Wars. Jod leads our young adventurers akin to squires on their first quest to the mysterious Kim, an owl-like creature with the wisdom of Merlin. She unveils the enigma of Adatkin, a planet shrouded in mystery, much like Camelot is in our own legends. The owl creature, Kim, was okay. It kind of did take me out of the story a little bit. I thought for sure that he was going to blast that owl and there was just going to be a puff of feathers. That would have been the best outcome for that situation, but now we have more questions because Kim, the owl lady, old witch, the old hag witch owl, she called John and Norwood Crimson Jack. Crimson Jack is a character that goes back to 1977. He was created at the very beginning of the Marvel Comics, issue number 7 to be exact. Now, most of Crimson Jack's story was in Legends, so, it was canon before Disney bought Star Wars and turned all this stuff into Legends. But they do pick a lot of things from Legends to bring to the big screen and small screen. Let me tell you a little bit about Crimson Jack. Crimson Jack, nicknamed Redbeard by Han Solo, was the pirate master of a gang of space pirates which operated in the Outer Rim. Although originally using gunships to carry out their raids, the pirate gang eventually discovered a crippled Imperial cruiser that had limped away from the Battle of Toprawa. After raiding the ship, Crimson Jack appropriated the craft for his own use, making his pirating operation much more formidable. To repair the craft, Jack received funding from a Hutt crime lord in return for a share of the profits. After restoring the Imperial vessel, Jack and his crew encountered smugglers Han Solo and Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon. Fresh from their participation in the Battle of Yavin, upon bringing the Falcon aboard the ship with a tractor beam, Jack stole Solo's reward that he had received from rescuing Princess Leia Organa. Jack let Solo leave with the tracer placed aboard his ship, hoping that he might be able to pull the same caper on Solo at a later time. A short while later, Jack captured both Leia Organa and Solo, intent on ransoming the rebel princess to the Alliance command in an elaborate ruse. Solo and Organa were able to convince Jack that there was a rebel treasury in the Drexel system. After arriving in the system, Solo and Organa managed to escape. When the ship dwellers of Drexel attempted to pull Crimson Jack's ship out of the sky, the threat of the ship dwellers was eventually resolved, and Jack sent his raider squadron led by his second command, Jolly, to shoot down the Millennium Falcon. However, Solo defeated Jack's starfighters and crippled Jolly's ship. Jack continued to pursue the Falcon, but Solo revealed that while on Jack's ship, he had erased Jack's Navicomputer star charts, stranding his ship in the middle of the system. Solo and Jack agreed to meet in space, using a magnetic field to negotiate the return of star charts. During the encounter, Jack double-crossed the smuggler, ambushing Solo with his own men. However, Jolly, who had survived the encounter with the Falcon, turned on her captain for abandoning her after her craft had been disabled. Using Jolly's distraction, Solo was able to escape the ambush. Facing Jack in one-on-one combat, Solo fired a blaster bolt through the man's chest, killing him. That was Crimson Jack's story in Legends. Now, I don't see that happening in canon or on this show right now. I don't think Han Solo is going to be back for a very long time. That's all you need to know, really, about the Legends Crimson Jack. This may be a different type of Crimson Jack because he was not Force sensitive or very charming. He was very ruthless and cutthroat in the comics. Now, there is a canon entry for Crimson Jack as well. So the canon description for Crimson Jack states, Crimson Jack was a human male pirate who during the First Order Resistance War attempted to claim a bounty on the First Order after discovering that someone on board, the Purgil-class star cruiser Halcyon, had sent a transmission to the Resistance. While threatening Captain Rayola Keevan over a hologram transmission, Jack stated that the First Order would pay him well to turn over the individual responsible. The name Crimson Jack was also used by a different pirate almost 30 years earlier. Crimson Jack made his first canon appearance in the first issue of the comic book miniseries Star Wars Halcyon Legacy. That comic was published by Marvel on February 2nd, 2022. So this new canon version of Crimson Jack still just came out only a couple years ago. Here's a couple pages from Star Wars 7 New Planets, New Peril, came out in 1977 by Marvel. And it shows Crimson Jack. There he is right there. He is indeed crimson and jacked, and he's not wearing pants. Not many people did wear pants in the 70s. It was a big style back then in comics to not wear pants. Nice work, Jolly. I'm glad he didn't force you to kill him. I'd hate to have to bury the illustrious Han Solo. I really do love the art from the old Star Wars comics. It's like the best, man. More pirate action here. Here's more pages from the comic. I don't see Crimson Jack much in this book, but this was his first appearance. He may not be in it too much. And there's a Thorad for the Dingling family fruit pie. So there you go, some lore about Crimson Jack. Now we'll see if that's the same character. There are a couple different Crimson Jacks in Star Wars right now. Who knows if he stole the guy's name? I mean, he's used a couple different names now, and it's evident that he was trying to cover his tracks. A couple other notes I took during episode 3. Security Droid had a British accent, like an Imperial accent, which, there's a red flag right there for those. Who's watching the cameras? Who's looking through the cameras of the security droids' heads? Jod Nanawad said, not that, when he saw the ship. Now, that could have been just saying, oh, that's a crappy ship. Not that one. I don't want to go in that one. But I think that he knows what ship that is. In pirate movies, they always know each other's ships. It's the Black Pearl, it's a legendary ship, or it's a ship ran by a captain they don't like. So I think he knows what ship that is, and I think he has history with it. Because if you remember, whenever he went into the ship and saw the corpse with a knife through it, he kind of looked at it like he knew who that was. I don't know. I just have a feeling. The kids didn't know that Alderaan was destroyed. That was an interesting little piece of information. They know nothing about the galaxy. They know nothing about current events in the galaxy or what's going on. So it's just more confirmation that that planet is hidden away and the people there are being held captive, kind of like North Korea. But yeah, that episode was so much fun. I don't think I've enjoyed an episode of Star Wars TV this much since Mandalorian. I did enjoy a lot of the Obi-Wan show, but I was honestly nervous the entire time that they were gonna ruin Obi-Wan Kenobi, so it kind of ruined my excitement for that show. But all in all, I do enjoy that show. But this one, man, this is just really fun Star Wars, and I did enjoy it, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. If you are, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think I'm being a shield? Do you think I'm being too nice to this show? Let me know in the comments. What else did you pick up from episode 3 of Skeleton Crew? That might give us more of an idea of what's going to happen or what's going on. Episode 3 of Skeleton Crew is a masterful blend of adventure, mystery, and the unexpected. This episode is not just a quest for home, it is a dance with deception, a joust with identity. The children, with their trust misplaced or well-placed, we do not know yet, must navigate through the intrigue. And we as viewers are treated to a spectacle of Star Wars lore woven in the threads of Crimson Jack's history, both from the old expanded universe and the newer Halcyon legacy. It asked us to ponder, can we trust this knight in shining armor, or is this just a pirate with a charming disguise? Only time will tell, and I, for one, am eager to see the next chapter unfold. If you got a piece of lore out of this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Look out for the next episode of this channel. We'll be continuing our review of Skeleton Crew, and I will see you next time.